Hey, Grandmasters, Mike from the WCA. Today is Tuesday, February 7th, and I was online playing a couple of our students tonight, and I saw a few others on there, which is great. So in this video, I'm going to pass on again how to play live games and also show you some of the games that were played tonight. I think we're going to shoot for between 6 and 7 o'clock every day of the week. So anytime you're on at that time, come and look for WCA players. And if you happen to be free at other times, by all means, play the kids from all over the world. That would be terrific. But use the site. I'm really excited because it seems kids are doing a lot more puzzles, watching the videos. Let's take advantage of this site. Anyway, let me show you quickly a couple of positions. I was able to play Priceless Scarrow, who is Leah from the 12 or 2 o'clock class. And I had black, and I just want to show you our game. So she plays knight c3 on move 2, and I answer knight f6. So we're basically bringing out our minor pieces. And here she plays bishop to c4, which is okay because, again, you know, we're bringing our pieces out. But she makes a little bit of a mistake with the move knight f3. It's not a big one, but you guys see what happened here? The game started as what's known as a Vienna game. That's when white puts the knight on c3 on move 2 instead of knight f3. But by doing that, you know, I played knight f6. What happens is eventually it turned into a 4 knights game with the bishop on this square, and that allows for the center fork trick, which I did. Is I took her pawn in the middle and she went for it, and when I forked her, she made a little bit of a mistake. She went back to b3. She really should take the pawn to make it equal, or move her bishop to this square so that when I take her knight she can take back. But by going to b3, she allows me to take the knight. Ooh, not there. What happened to that one? Can you imagine? Here we go. Sorry. So here in this position, she allows me to take the knight, and that hits her knight on f3, and she just blunders and castled here, and I was able to snap off a free piece. And from this point, you know, black is winning. So let's just go back so that you guys learn something. Every game that I show here, back here, all the way back. This position, Leah, if she plays knight f3, will turn it into a 4 knights. So maybe she could play the move d3 here. I'm sorry. Every time I do that, the machine is not going to let me analyze the game. But I think you guys got the idea. Okay, here's a part of the game that I played with Rohan, who's been like playing crazy chess. He's online all the time. His rating has been going up at tournaments. A lot of you guys have. The tournament results at the WCA have been excellent the last 2 or 3 weeks. I know a couple of you had a bad tournament last weekend. Please don't worry about that. You know it's going to happen. But overall, the ratings and the progress has been really good in the winter class. Okay, so I have black here against Rohan, and we play a center counter defense. I'm playing black. So he takes my pawn. I take back with the queen, knight c3, and queen a5. The idea of queen a5, this is like the old line of this opening. So it kind of looks funny to have the queen out here, but she's pretty useful from this square because eventually Rohan is going to move this d pawn, and when he does, the queen will be pinning this knight. So it's really not so easy to take advantage of the queen being out early, which you guys learn can be a problem. Another explanation that is pretty advanced, but I think you guys can handle it. I know you can. After e4, a lot of coaches tell the beginning players, don't play the center counter defense, because if white takes, you're going to lose a tempo when knight c3 comes. And that's kind of true. It's not 100% true, because in this position, when you move the queen to a5, do the math. White has one piece out, so does black, and it's white's turn. So black actually didn't lose a tempo because white moved their e-pawn twice. Let's go back. They moved the e-pawn on move 1, and then when we play d5 as black, they move it again to take our pawn, and we just take with the queen. So in this position, it's actually black who has the only piece out, but they will lose a tempo after knight c3. Okay, I just want to show you a couple of more moves because I made a mistake. I was actually on the phone with Rohan's mom, and I realized I missed a tactic, and I want to just show it to you. So d4, this is kind of standard. Black plays c6 sometimes. The idea is to hide Big Mama in case she gets attacked, and she can kind of hide on c7, sometimes d8. So that's what the move c6 was for. He played knight f3, knight f6, bishop to d3, and here I decided to pin him, which I guess is okay. And, you know, I'm just trying to get my pieces out, and so is he. So he kicked my bishop, and I don't want to quite give it away yet, so I played bishop to h5. And here he played bishop to g5, which is a mistake. And I fell asleep here. I was on the phone with his mom, and I told his mom, oh, shoot, I just made a mistake, because in the game I played knight here. Just in case Rohan takes my knight, I can retake with the knight on d7. Can you guys spot what I missed? So let me take you back a move. Can you guys spot what I missed here? Yep, I just have to take the knight. And when I take the knight with my bishop, that removes the defender of this bishop here on g5. Rohan would be forced to take or move his queen, and then I win a free piece. So I'm chatting away with his mom, and I just play knight here. So Rohan, mom was nice enough not to tell Rohan that I had blundered. So Rohan blunders and plays castle, which allows me to just play e6, which is here. That's right. It's at this point that I realized I had told his mom. So I actually missed it twice, which is pretty funny. So he plays rook over, and then I just take the knight. Okay, so, you know, got to watch your tactics. Don't talk on the phone when you play chess, and hopefully Rohan learns something from this position.